Tito the traveller looks pretty dapper in his sexy headband, going wild camping, listening to his vibes, drinking all his wine, talking loads of nonsense, but that is just fine.
Right, good morning, welcome to Tito the Troddler. We're at Keith Railway Station. Look at this, this is old tiles. They keep all these old tiles for when they're doing film shoots. So you had Peaky Blinders and all that sorts being filmed here, but this one up here is a bit of a story up here, because this is entrance to that's blocked off. This is the entrance to the Keith and Worth Railway, and it featured in the film Yanks when Lynn Perry, who played Ivy Tilsley, came out with the immortal line when somebody tried to push past, the lead character tried to push past and said, "Make way, she's pregnant," and Lynn Perry turned around and she goes, "So's half the bloody town, love." So there we go, that's this is the start of Tito the Troddler. So we're going to jump on a train and we're going to go up out into the wilds. That's if train turns up, obviously, because we know what they're like, but yeah, hopefully we'll have a good one. So this is Keith and Worth Railway. As obviously you can sort of see, they always go this maroon and beige look, but yeah, they make a real effort to keep it of its time. So yeah, used for an awful lot of film productions. Like I said, I think the last big one was Peaky Blinders, was they filmed a few scenes down here. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to ride on Keith and Worth Railway, you want to do that. They do. They've got some Pullman cars, and they put some absolutely incredible events on. The only thing is you've got to book on really quick, otherwise you don't get on. But we went on a murder mystery with some friends of ours, and it was absolutely fabulous. But yeah, you get a chance to go on Keith and Worth Railway, you should definitely try it. Right, so we're at Garsdale Head Station. I've got to say, they made a real effort up here. It's very, very nice. Don't know who Russ Warp is. We'll have to have do a bit of research on old Russ Warp, or Russ Warp, maybe, anyhow. Russ Warp. And it's very nice. It's very similar to obviously Keith and Worth Railway. They've got like the maroon and cream sort of look on there. Nice water station there. So, but yeah, no, very, very nice. So we're on his way up, and we're going to be going up a fell today called Wild Boar Fell. So quite a bit to talk about. I'm going to go a long way around because I think it's just I've got plenty of time on my hands, so I might as well do that, because otherwise I'll end up camping too early. So we'll have a nice walk round on the more traditional route, and we'll see where it takes us. Right, so we're on his way now. We're just on the Bridleway, which is quite pleasant. One or two people got off at Garsdale Head, which is a good sign. So the guy, the fell walker that bumped, the fell runner guy who was setting up the course for the Yomp up near High Seat the other week, he actually thinks that there's not that many people got Wild Boar Fell neither, so we'll find out. Anyhow, I'm a little bit less confident. I've got a feeling there might be some up there, but I've got a plan B if I have to come off for Wild Boar Fair. I can always nip over onto the next one. But yeah, what I will say is a bit different today. I've set off a lot earlier. So like last week, or the other week when I set off, I didn't get walking till about 1 o'clock, which didn't really matter because I had lots of daylight. But it puts you under a bit of pressure, because you obviously you get to end of the day when you're tired, when you get to camp, and you start getting a bit, it's get a bit ratty really, because you just had enough really. And obviously it was a long walk into the week, and you just feel like you're fighting time, and obviously by the time you get pitched up, all you want to do is sit down and fall asleep almost. So a lot more organised this week, and except I forgot my porridge. That's the only thing I've done. How on earth I've managed that, I don't know, but I have. So it's going to be energy bars for breakfast. But yeah, I'm got a lot more time. I've got about another 3 hours on my hands here, so I've got loads of time, which means I can just go mosey on around, and like I said, I can go a long way around. It just don't matter. So I'm really, really pleased about that, and I'm loving it already. See, the other advantage of setting off early is when you get to a pub, if it's open, you can pop in. So we're at the Moorcock Inn, and be cheeky not to have one, wouldn't it? So I think I might have two. Up yours. Ah, splendid. you know, something's just meant to be. I mean, I had to do it, I had no choice. Look. Living the dream. For those that way inclined, bit of tractor porn, look at this. Tractor on these lads off up to Sedbury, and then they're going to go and have a load of ale. Just be taking piss out of me, I don't know what that's all about. Anyhow, good laugh. So onwards and upwards, I've come out of the pub after 2 pints. So now I've had about third one, would have been struggling to get out full stop. So I've been very, very disciplined and I've come out now. So we're back on the trail, and now we're going to start climbing. I think, well, we're on Long Valley, then we're basically going back down Valley that we're down the week, and then we're going to peel off and go other side up to Wild Boar Fell. So upwards and upwards. Right, so I'm actually heading back towards the Milestang Valley, which is where common where I was last week. So I'm sort of touching halfway on the walk, and instead of peeling up the hill to the on one side, I'm peeling up the hill to the other side. So I'm almost walking back towards part of my walk from last week, or say last week, the other week. So your oyster catchers here by the looks of them. So yeah, all good stuff, but no, really, really enjoyable. I don't know if you can see that oyster catcher on film. Bit hard with GoPro sometimes, you don't quite pick him up, but no, all good stuff. So that's actually where we're heading. That's Wild Boar Fell. So what we're doing is we're going down into the valley, then along the bottom, and then get to and sort of almost go past it, and then up the ridge on the far side. So that's what we're up towards. I think it's called the Nab. So that's where we're ending up. So by going this way, it'll mean tomorrow morning I'll be a short walk back down to the train station. So yeah, fingers crossed it won't be too busy up there. Signpost here to Hellgill Bridge, and obviously signpost there back to the Moorcock Inn. I've got to say, Moorcock Inn, absolutely fabulous. Bacon sandwich, wonderful, really fresh, and look, really lovely people. I just said to her, says, must be hard trying to make a pub survive in this, and she goes, it's incredibly difficult. So I ask you all, if you're coming down this way, go to Moorcock and have a pint. It's wonderful. Save some Wensleydale ales, and I've got to say they were very good. So I think I were on Seamer beer, so like it's like a pale ale, which were very good. So yeah, get yourself to Moorcock Inn. Trying to get the black grouse back on this moor, so good work. Right, we've progressed pretty well down the valley. Still got a good time on the side. It's a bit overcast today, and it's a little bit cooler. But to be honest with you, it's not too pleasant. It's not too unpleasant, because instead of sweating profusely, it's not quite as bad. It's been a little bit more manageable, and there's a nice breeze, so it's not cold. It just stays all right. But yeah, we're slowly progressing towards Wild Boar Fell. You can see as we're sort of coming on the valley, we're getting closer and closer to it. So what we'll do is we'll just get to sort of another few kilometres down the valley, and then we'll sort of like get to the edge of it, the far edge of it, and then we'll cut back on ourselves and follow the track up. We've got a steep climb. I think it's going to be a little bit like Penigent. You're going to be relatively flat, and then a big pull up one side to get up to the summit. But it's not going to be a long walking, I don't think, once we get to the climbing bit. So fortunately from that point of view, it should be all right. I think it's about 2 o'clock ish. So God, I've got an oyster catching like a right racket. Listen to him. God, no respect to videos. Anyhow, yeah, like I said, just a short climb in then, which shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, but it's quite dramatic, his old Wild Boar Fell. It looks good. I've got a bit of story to tell you later on, but we'll do that when we haven't got flipping oyster catcher in his ear. Right, we're back near the hanging lungstone that I come past the other week when I went up to High Seat. So I spin it around, High Seat's up there in the distance, and obviously you see Malastang Edge and Hanging Stone Scar. And then obviously we spin round, we've got Wild Boar Fell, which is where we're going tonight. So we're going to drop down back to the sort of like bottom of the valley, and then up the other side, and then we've got a massive climb ahead of us. But yeah, it's a bit different to when we were here all the week. It's a little bit cooler, but like I say, that little bit more present. So we're making great progress. Time's still on the side. I think it's about 2 o'clock-ish, so we've got plenty of time on our hands. I'm hoping it'll be, you know, at least pitched up for about 4 or 5 o'clock, and I'm just hoping it's not going to be too windy, but fingers crossed. Oh, getting a bit wet, bit of rain. Tell you what, if you're in a train spotting like old Francis Bourgeois, or whatever he calls himself, is look at this blooming view here from here. If you're watching bloody old Flying Scotsman's run down there from blooming Ribblehead and down towards Kirby Stephen, it'd be magic, wouldn't it? Made some progress now, so just on the final push up to the summit. Don't think it'll take us too long. Just seen this nice lady with a dog. She's just been up there. She's a bit windy on top, but she's Madeline bagging. So she's chasing a different list to me. But anyhow, that's all good stuff. Nearly there now, thank goodness. I'm already. It's only early. I think it's only about 3 o'clock, but I'm tempted to just pitch up and sod it. get ready and get in 10. I might have a week in back, so I'm a bit tired. Had a terrible night's sleep last night, so just need a bit of R&R. But yeah, nearly there. So here we are at the summit. Here's the trig point. Top's a bit concrete. It looks quite as pretty as some out there, but oh no, it's stone. I think it's stone. But yeah, no, it's but you know, very nice. Some sort of concrete top, that I think. Anyhow, very good that. So nice little one across now. So I'm going to just drop off side of here, and I'll show you where we're going to get set up. I'm setting up now. I couldn't care less who turns up now. I'm ready for a sit down and a brew, I think. So I'm going early. It's about 4 o'clock, so I'm sure it'll be all right. And then we go there, Santan. So that's where we're going to keep tonight. Just going to drop off here now, and then down to there and try and pitch up. Looks a bit muggy, which is a bit dodgy, because that's the only water I've got. Other than I've got a litre bottle of sparkling water, and I've obviously got some vino and some whiskey. But yeah, well, I'm sure we'll manage anyhow. Everything we're going to have is going to be boiled, so it'll be okay. So we go down to Santan. Look at this, my own little beach. I think I've even brought some shorts, so thinking about a wild swim, but I don't think there's enough water in there for me to a wild swim. I'm bottling it because it's not warm enough. So I can't be bothered changing and getting wet. I've forgotten a towel, so I'm made enough excuses, so I'm not going in. Right, okay, let's get that tent pitched up. Right, so tent's up, a lovely pitch that, so we're going to just get all the stuff up inside, and then we're going to get some water, and then we're going to start relaxing. Well, we're all set up by the side of Santan now. It's just absolutely fantastic. I'm just sat here relaxing. I've downloaded a new album from Nora Jones. Just some really, really nice, relaxing music. Absolutely loving it. I've got some spaghetti carbonara on from old Expedition Foods, so we'll give that a go, see if it's any better than chicken rice nonsense that we had last week or other week, which wasn't very good. Hopefully this will be a bit better. 2 more to get through, and then I can go back to making something a bit more exotic if I can bother carrying weight. But no, just really, really enjoy, looking forward to this. Just a really nice relaxing evening. I'm already on Rouge, so it should be good. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. Terrible night's sleep last night, so I don't think I'm going to take much rocking tonight, but I'm loving it. So just had a little snoozette and played a bit of Cat Stevens, so that's it. So yeah, so Wild Boar fell. Now legend has it that a chap called Sir Richard Musgrave of Hartley Castle was the last person in England to kill the last known wild boar, and he killed it up on this hill, and that's why they called it Wild Boar Fell. And they were all just a bit of a mystery, but apparently in the 19th century they opened his coffin up to find that it had 2 tusks inside, so maybe there was something in it. I don't there's not a wild boar up here tonight. I don't want interrupted by one of them. So, but yeah, that's Wild Boar Fell. 708 metres high, quite a flat plateau summit, and astonishing views all around really. So really, really a lovely mountain, and obviously it's got Santan at the side, and there's another town as well at the other end. I can't quite remember its name, but yeah. So that's Wild Boar Fell. Right, good morning all. It's about 7 o'clock. I've had a pretty decent night's sleep, really, in all fairness. Woke up about 4 o'clock or something like that, so tossed and turned for an hour, and then decided to make myself a brew, which were quite nice and what have you. So I got a scone at the Moorcock Inn yesterday, and I've forgotten I had it, so I had that for breakfast because I'd forgotten porridge. So but yeah, it's been a fabulous camp. I really enjoyed it. Wild Boar Fell's fantastic. I was doing a little bit of digging on Kirby Stephen. But you know, obviously I know anything that's called Kirby, it's normally because there's a church there, and lo and behold, same with Kirby Stephen. And it goes back quite a long way, does Kirby Stephen Church. I think you're talking about even like, you know, just before Norman Conquest and all that lot. And I've learnt something a while ago, and it keeps sticking with me. So obviously when I was up in Scotland the other week, there's actually St Giles Cathedral, which is a bit of an anomaly because in Scotland they don't have bishops. And the difference between a church and a cathedral is obviously a cathedral is normally bigger, but also it's normally manned or looked after by a bishop. So the fact that they've got a cathedral in Scotland when they don't have bishops is a little bit offside, I think, is how you would put it. So yeah, just a little bit of useless information. So we'll get packed up now. My train's about 20 to 11, I think, so 7 o'clock now, and I've got no idea how long it's going to take me to get back down, so we better be on the safe side. So I'm either going to miss my train and I'll have to catch a later train, or I'm going to be sat around for an hour and a half waiting for the train to come. So I've got no idea, but we'll see. All good fun. Right, so we're all packed up now. A little bit of sunshine, not a lot, but a little bit. But yeah, really enjoyed this one. It's been really good. Maybe weather wasn't quite as nice as the other week, but still very, very pleasant. Had it been as nice as the other week, I might have gone for a dip. And yeah, that's one for the future. But as you can see, as always, leave absolutely no trace. You can't tell I've been here, but thank you, Mother Earth, for allowing me the use of this facility last night. Oh, absolutely tremendous. Tito's Tarn, that's what it should be called, the Mine Santa. Tito's Tarn. We look on beach. I could have brought a pina colada and put an umbrella up. It's that good. But no, magic camp, really, really good. Love Wild Boar Fell, very good. I don't know if you can pick it up on the old GoPro, but there's a collection of cairns on that side. Seem quite keen on the cairns around here, so you've got obviously a 9 standard drink just over on the other side, and then there's another collection of cairns up that top end, and there's this collection down here, so fantastic, that's all I can say. So we're at Swartha Tarn now, not quite as beautiful as Santarn, no sunny beach, so that's it. So we're off up to Swartha Fell, which is up there, and then when we climbed up down, I think that's the last climb at day really. Once we've got up there, then we drop off and head back towards Garsdale station. So I think timing wise I'm alright, I think I'm right side, so fingers crossed, we'll just keep plodding on. Yeah, I think once we get to the top of this next one, it'll become a lot easier. So there's some Swartha Fell, good little pull up there with that. So more stone encampment. Well, there looks like a seat there, and obviously a cairn there. I've missed the cairns I was telling you about before. There's some on the left, as you can see, far left of Wild Boar, but there's obviously a large collection on the right. So next time I come up, I'm going to go and have an explore them. I did think about it, but I'm just worried regarding trains, so I decided not to bother. But we'll catch them next time, because there's definitely going to be a next time up here. It's wonderful. So dropping off now. Start killing the height very soon. Oh, by the way, behind us, you can sort of see in the distance you've got Whernside and Ingleborough, I think. So very close to the Yorkshire Three Peaks. So we're now at Swartha Fell Pike. So just like a lower peak. Still don't know whether you'll get it on GoPro. There's Ingleborough and Whernside. I don't know what they are over there, but looking pretty dramatic down that valley. But yeah, beautiful really. Back up over to high seat where I were last week. So riding to get off this fell, I just worked out if I don't get down for 10:34 train. I've got about a 4-hour wait, so I'm gonna have to get skates on. Right, off of the railway line. I'm just going to quickly find this, you know. Oh, I'm tired. No roof is scared of heights. Great place for train spotting though. Absolutely. God, didn't need that. Just had to rumble them into the station. Made it with about 5 minutes to spare anyhow, so over here. So I think there's a notice about this rush warp, so let's go and have a look. The statue on the platform depicts a dog named Russup, unveiled in 2009 to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the government announcement that the Settle Carlisle line would not be closed. Following the campaign, it was placed here. Friends of Settle and Carlisle were funded by public subscription. Russup was a faithful friend of Graham Nuttall, co-founder of the first secretary of the Friends of Settle to Carlisle line. The 1980s line was under pressure, almost certain closure. Tens of thousands of people, one dog objected. Russup's paw print was accepted as a valid signature of objections, he being fair paying passenger. Well done Graham Nuttall and well done Russup. Absolutely fantastic story.
Right, that brings to the end yet another fantastic troddle. All I can say is thank you ever so much for watching. As always, it really is appreciated. I think I'm now up to 160 subscribers, so thank you each and every one of you. I hope you enjoy this one, and if you do, please either subscribe or like the video, or ideally both. But until next time, keep on troddling.